Good afternoon, everyone. Nice to see you all to attend the webinar. Except Zoom platform, we have broadcast the webinar at Facebook too. So you may type Utah for you at Facebook and like our page in Facebook, and you can share this live session to your friends. Okay, so let me introduce myself. I'm Jeffrey, Education Advisor from Division of Program Promotion, University Tunku Abdul Rahman, Utah. So we welcome and we are happy to invite, and have our speaker here today, Dr. Quan Ho. So Dr. Quan is an assistant professor from Department of Construction Management, Faculty of Engineering and Green Technology, Utah. So we have we have our second speaker also, Dr. Olare Wanju, and he is head of department from DCM as well, Department of Construction Management from FEGD, Utah. So the topic we would like to talk about in this webinar is built environment, realizing your dreams. So let's just introduce you the webinar duration. Will take approximately 1 hour, include Q&A session. As Zoom is our main platform for this webinar, if you have question, you may click the Q&A button in Zoom and leave your question. And lastly, we will introduce you Utah program and contact details of Utah. So now I will pass the floor to our speaker today, Dr. Quan.
Right, thank you very much, Jeffrey. So, hi everyone, I'm Dr. Quan here, Assistant Professor in the Department of Construction Management, FEGD, Faculty of Engineering and Green Technology, Utah. So, in addition to that, I would like to further introduce myself. All right. So, right now, I'm quite a young academician, right? At my mid of 30. All right. So, my expert area is actually in construction materials and technology. And apart from working as an academician here, and I also the in-house technical consultant for companies, right, providing them expert service and some solutions to their industry problem. So that's why I say that's why actually part of my experience here is actually quite practical. Okay, apart from study and also the application in the industry. So today I just would like to share some of my experience or sharings or opinions, about the built environment. Okay, so that's why I set the topics here: built environment, realizing your dreams. So, what is your dreams actually? All right. So just a part of sharing, part of sharing for myself. Right. So right now I'm at the mid of 30. I'm still working very hard to chase for my dreams. Okay. I have made a very good choice since I joined this industry. Okay. And then actually my dreams, my personal dreams, my goal of life, I accomplish one by one. Okay. Right now. Okay. So far at the moment, the goals or the dreams I set myself, I already achieved more than 60%. Okay, I have got my dream house, I have got my dream cars, I have got my families, my careers, and then I enjoy my works, my life very well now. Okay. So let's talk about this built environment. Okay, construction sector is the enabler for national development. Okay, you can see the short notes here. It is actually contribute for almost 10% of the US company. So this data we get already in the from the internet. Okay, about the US economy, and then it is also a major contributors to the gross domestic product, GDP. Okay, it is accountable for approximately 3 to 10% of the GDP. All right. So next. So in this industry, you will see that you can design. You will involve in the whole process. You can join from design, the sketch design. And then next, you will see that it is construction activities going on. Every single sand and stone it's being assembled together, and then slowly you form the shape. You will see the shape of the buildings that you design, and then you make it realize, and finally you have the end products, right? So, and then this, sorry, so this is some of the site photos that we taken, okay, during my practicing as a practicing consultant, okay. So you see that the construction activities are, I can say, is one of the very single important activities that enables the economics. That's why you see a lot of the industry. So sorry, I just quote you for example. Okay, right now top growth very hot, right? The growth industry very hot because of this COVID pandemics. So you can check on the Bursa Malaysia, you will see that top growth is slowly acquired some of the a portion of share in LBSP now. So what proved this? Okay, so previously my lecturer did share with me before, right? The reason why construction industry is very, very important is because eventually a lot of our wealth, or a portion of our wealth, where does it go? So it will enter into this property market or property sector. Okay, so just imagine yourself, let's say you have plenty of money, okay, apart that storing a cash in the bank, so another portion of it, where does it go? Okay, so mostly people will select to buy properties, right? Buy houses, buy a land, okay, and then you purchase, maybe you purchase shop lots and other things, all right? So that's why construction industry, they say, it's never a sunset industry, okay? So when you join it, then a lot of things, wonderful things that you can see, it slowly grows from one to another. Okay, so so once you join, just part of my just part of my experience. So once you join, you will see you can enjoy actually the whole process now. As I mentioned just now, from the design, from the construction, and then end up you will see the end products, and then everyone is actually enjoying the product of it. So sorry, I think maybe a little bit of the technical problem. So my colleagues is sharing the slides that I've prepared previously. Okay, so here will be another kind of a development. Okay, it is a whole city, it's a city development that from the design left-hand side will be the inception. So when they start, at first when they design, they just use some software to generate the 3D diagram, and then on the right-hand side, yes, it realized the dreams. Okay, whatever we think, whatever we dream of it, whatever we design it, and then finally, okay, we realize it. Right, next. So next will be another examples. Next, please. Next, please, Jeffrey. So this is the beauty of the construction industry. Okay, a view from Genting in 2006. So and the next, as you can see, as you can see, the buildings that we design right now is getting more and more creative and innovative. Okay, the buildings right now is no longer square boxes. Okay, it's not only the rectangulars or the square boxes. So you will see a lot of curving, okay, artistic design, and this shows that actually we are pushed towards our technologies, the advancement of our technologies in terms of materials, design, and so on. So that's why I say construction industry will never be a sunset industry. Okay, so when your house, I give you another example, is that when your house is getting old, so what you do, you will repair it, you will renovate it, and then you have an entire, new house, a new look. So this is another great achievement in terms of construction technology, will be the Big Bang in the New York City. All right. So next. This is a very successful city planning. Okay, a garden right at the middle of the city. So most of the buildings that we build right now, maybe will outlive to the next generations. It makes it as a legacy. Okay, just like our KLCC Tower, in 1990s, the building was successfully completed, and then right now it's still a landmark to the Malaysia. Okay, it is still a landmark building to the Malaysia. Right. So the prospect in construction industry, just I have shared some of my opinion. So you see our population is growing every year. Okay, we estimate by 2015 the human populations will grow to 12 billion. Okay, so there will be a lot of rapid urbanizations in the cities. Okay, so what does it mean? This means that okay, we need to construct more and more buildings, more and more residents, okay, houses to cater the growth of the populations. All right. So if let's say there's a demand, which means we need to supply for it. So if let's say there's a great demand, which means this industry will be booming. Okay. So actually, we need more and more young talents and energies to construct. So that's why I say construction is never a sunset industry. You see, right now, after 4G plus, and then now we enter into 5G, then only can support our this kind of infrastructure. So all this infrastructure, apart from the engineers, okay, the M&E engineers, infra engineers. So what they should do, okay, they need concrete. They need construction workers to set up the platform for them to build up this infrastructure for better improvement. All right, so can we move to the next slide? So you see heterogeneous, enormously complex and okay. So if let's say you construct, if let's say you handle a site activities, let's say about you are building one high-rise building. So every day there will be approximate 500 to 600 workers are working in the site. So that's why I say 500 to 600. That's why I say it is very costly. Okay. So apart from the wages, then materials, machineries. Okay. Every day the amount of money that you spend at the construction site will be tremendous. Okay. So and then in this construction industry, so who will be involving? Who actually involving in this construction industry? So you will see that the consultants include the architects, engineers, QS, right? Okay, insurance sector, insurance to cover the risks, and then machineries, equipments, okay, general laborers, semi-skilled laborers, skilled laborers, and a lot more. So that's why the industry is a huge industry, and then you can join in as you can join in from many angles. See whether you have from the contractor side, supplier side, local authorities, design teams, order, and so on and so forth. Right? It is a very huge industry. Right, next. So for our courses, we are focusing on the construction management. So what is construction management? It is a study about how the project builds. Okay, so it inclusive the types of materials, methods, techniques. Okay, and then see whether it violates the law, accountings, and safety requirements, project plannings, and so on. So it is a huge responsibility. Okay, so in short, construction manager is one of the key person that realize, okay, who is realizing all the construction drawings prepared by the design team into one-to-one scale, okay, into the reality. Okay, so this is how a construction manager should play. Right. So apart from this, construction management is also an essential link between the expression of client wish, okay, and occupation of completed buildings and infrastructure, right? So it is to ensure that there's a smooth transitions, okay, of design and to the end of the construction. So this is the role of construction manager. Okay. Next. So that's all, just a very short sharing from my side.
So Dr. Quan, thanks for your sharing. So now we move on to our second speaker sharing, Dr. Ola.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, good. I'm really highly excited to be here and to let you know about the construction management programs. And thank you, Dr. Quan, for your nice presentation and for your background about the construction management as a discipline. And there is a very high demand for construction management because the global construction industry is very, very high. According to latest statistics as of yesterday, there will be about 10% increase in construction productivities in the next 10 years. So meaning that construction management at the industry will be receiving very high demand to supply competent construction managers that are required to cater for the modern construction industry, that the clients are becoming very sophisticated and demanding. So our program is actually designed to nurture students to have the required competency and skill that are required to manage construction project from the beginning and make decisions that he wants to complete it. And even management program is not only about the site activity, but it is from the time the client make decisions on I want to build until when the project is handed over to him and he put the project into its use stage. Okay, so at Utah, we provide students with the needed skill that are required to achieve this prime objective. And the program is very vibrant. And also the lecturer in the department are carefully selected to reflect the nature of the program. As you can see from this slide, the industry comprises of various professional bodies, the architect, the civil engineer, the facility manager, and everyone. All of these members, they are competent in their own area of specialization. However, despite this very competency of the architect, of the engineer, of the QS, of the contractor, we see a problem of project failure, project overrun, and poor quality. That is why construction manager is required to enhance the collaborations, the communications, the coordinations, and the cooperations of all the various intellectuals in the industry. Okay, next slide, please. Next slide. Okay, so now let me go into the main program itself. The program is divided, we have two modules. We have the part-time and the full-time module. The part-time is mainly the part-time is mainly 5 years, and it's located both in Kampa and KL. But at the moment, our student for the part-time is only in KL. We don't have student for the part-time at the moment in Kampa. The full-time is 3 years and is in this campus, is in Kampa campus. And we have 123 credit units. We have 41 core courses which a student is required to complete. So with your necessary commitment, you should be able, the lecturer in the department will make sure to help you so that you complete your program within 3 years, except if there are circumstances beyond our control, maybe some of your personal issue which we cannot go in. Only then sometime you might require, maybe you might need to take 1 or 2 semesters more. But normally all our students will graduate within the 3 years stipulated time for the full-time program and the 5 years for the part-time program. Actually, last 4 years, we reduce it to 3 years so that we can get more. Also, this program, we take students from various academic backgrounds, from the science stream and the art stream, and from different nationality. At the moment, we have students from different countries. For example, we do have students from China, from Africans also to join us. And we have 3 intake, the January, May, and October trimester. We also take students also from diploma, from different backgrounds, from civil engineering, from quantity surveying, from architecture, from building surveying, facility management, from diploma, they can also join us. Those from business also can join us. And of course, we need to examine their results so that we can see which of the courses they can be exempted. Because our program, we blend theory together with practice. So we also blend management also with technical. So this gives us opportunity to be able to take students from different backgrounds. Next slide, please. Next slide. All right. Okay. In addition, we have competent examiners that are overseeing the quality of our work. We have an examiner from NUS, Professor Florence. We also have Saifuddin, is a managing director of a company. This person, he's a brain behind the completion of the catalyze tool. Is the main project manager for the project. So he's a very competent construction manager. And in terms of the advisors also from the industry, we have Dr. Leon and Dr. Lam. Those people also have a very dynamic position in the organization. Dr. Leon owns his company, and I understand he has more than 200 staff under him. So Dr. Lam also is a senior manager with a very big international company in Johor. So next slide, please. Next slide. Okay. Okay, our program is also accredited by international professional body, including the RICS and the CIOB. That is, if you graduate from our program, you can compete with anyone, anywhere in the world, because our quality of our program is being monitored by this international professional body. And also lately also back home in Malaysia, our program is also accredited by MBOD. And let me also inform you that in the whole Malaysia, we have 6 universities offering construction management, but only CM in Utah got these 3 accreditation, combining RICS with CIOB and MBOD. All the other program is either RICS or CIOB, but I'm glad to inform you that we have are accredited by this professional body. So meaning that if you graduate, just last 2 weeks, some of our students they send me a WhatsApp message, they want to join CRB. So I just quickly link them with the CRB Malaysia. So now they are already on their way to becoming a charter construction manager. If you don't know, if you are a member of the CRB, your salary will be 3 times. 3 times. So if you, for example, if your salary is 3,000, if you are a member of CRB or ICS, it will be 9,000 automatically even at your first year. So imagine across, so the moment you got more experience, maybe 2 years, your salary will even be more than my salary. So that means you're already more than 10,000 ringgit, even within 3 years or 5 years, of course, with your own personal commitment, you can also be. And let me also clarify also, one of the concerns for parents before is the issue of IR, SR, and AR. Now also in Malaysia, also we already have MBOD. So if you can also become professional member of MBOD. You can become TS or PT. That is professional technology. That is, if you don't want to do if you don't want to be member of the CRB and RICS, so locally also, you don't need to worry more. Before it is a problem, but now it's no longer a problem. So you can register as professional members of the Malaysia Board of Technology, MBOD. And also in terms of competency, our students are very competent in various aspects in construction industry, including construction estimating, structural analysis, health and safety issue, construction procurement and management, and also building information modeling. So this is our skill. This is our niche area, which we are known for. Our students are very competent. Many of them have taken senior management position in the industry. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay, and I'm glad to tell you that before graduation, before convocation, all our students will secure employment. And I would like to also let you know, just over the weekend, on Saturday, on Sunday, we were somewhere in Port Dickson with Dr. Shalini. We attended a TAM program. One of the participants, a very senior member, is this person. This person is highly connected. He has a very big business in Malaysia. He let us know that since many years ago, he has been looking forward to employ youth CM students. He cannot get. He very worried why he cannot get. He wants to give them a job. Because our students, the moment they graduate, they already find job. Even before convocation, everyone will find job. I know many students actually, they find job before completion of their studies. They already get employment. So you don't need to worry about employment once you complete the program. So employment work actually is waiting for you, not you waiting for job waiting for you. You can see from the statistic, 0% before convocations even. Next slide, please. Okay, based on our data, our students work in a very senior managerial position in the construction industry. As you can see, some of them work as a construction manager. As a construction manager today in the UK, their salary is more than architect, it's more than charter engineer, it's more than charter QS today in the UK. So the same thing also is happening in Malaysia now. If you're a construction manager, your salary is very, very high. Just last February, we were in KL, we were in a discussion with CRB. CRB now have actually set up a program called CCM, Certified Construction Manager. This is level 5 or level 6 in the cadre, meaning that if you graduate from CM, CIOB now, not CIDB, CIDB now will satisfy your program. So meaning that once you finish from Utah CM program, you with after writing few paper, or with your experience, you can become CCM, Certified Construction Manager, so which is recognized by the government of Malaysia and by the CIDB Malaysia. CIDB is a Malaysian regulatory body for the whole construction industry. They have recognized this idea. So actually the issue is already, we are signed the MOU very soon. So once the MOU is signed, then CM program in Utah also we have more advantage because we'll be allowed to train all construction managers for the whole northern Malaysia, from Perak, Penang, and other states nearby. So you can see now, so you can see that our alumni are very highly sought, and they are not working at a lower level, but as a senior management position, like the site engineer, procurement manager, contract manager, an executive, risk manager, so and so on and so forth. So the sky, they say, is your limit. So you don't need to worry much about where will you start from. You are starting from a high level. Next slide, please. So in the next slide, in the next three slides show us that our students, our alumni, they are working with big giants in the construction industry in Malaysia. Most of these companies, they are G1 contractors. They are G1 contractors with international exposure across the whole Southeast Asia and even in the UK. Some of those companies are working on a very big project. So like Gamuda is there, Shumizu is there. Those are very big companies that our alumni are already working with. So by you completing our program, you will be sure that you will be exposed to the high construction industry practice locally and internationally. Next slide. Next. Yeah, okay, this is our industrial partners. These are our industrial partners and collaborators. So we are working very closely with the industry. Okay, so you can see we have listed 6 collaborators there, including industrial partner and universities. So you have no problem with so meaning that by the time you graduate from this program, you already have industrial experience. And apart from academic work, our students also have opportunity to go outside of Malaysia. And let me let you know, every year our students will go to Japan. So, and Japanese students also will also visit us for student activities. So this is our student just shortly before the COVID-19 started. One of my colleagues almost cut up in Japan. Maybe she will soon be there now, even not because of, we are lucky, it was not so tough then. So she's there with the student, you can see. So every year, this is yearly activity. Even for COVID-19, we should be receiving the Japanese student by now, and some also, we also should be going also. So for like twice in a year, we go to Japan, and they also will come here. So not only Japan, we also go to other places also. Next slide. Next slide. Okay, this is our student doing having some hands-on activity here in Malaysia during the Japanese visit. So every year also, our student will participate in the CIOB Novus. This is just last year. This is a yearly activities. So, and normally officiated by minister in Malaysia, either minister or the deputy prime minister will join us to officiate the program. This is just last year. If not for COVID-19, we should also be going in October, just next month. We normally go in the first week of the October trimester. But for COVID-19 this time, we will not be able to go. So by next year also, we should be going also. The yearly activity, you will meet students from many universities, and we also do some competition, also go to do some outing, go to site visit. This every year we normally go. So you joining us, you will not have only academic exposure, you also have industrial exposures. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, this also during our activity last time in October, we visited Nigeria. Yeah, normally every year we have to go to 3 green country, and that's our student. Yeah, our student also were very active in innovative activity. You can see here our group of students during COVID-19. During COVID-19, when COVID-19 was very intense, our students still come together because they are very committed and dedicated. They are able to produce a device. This equipment can actually generate electricity from water. So we do hope the student can be able to expand this technology to make it more on a larger scale. So hopefully in future, we will reduce the burden on the environment by producing electricity from water. You can see the coordinating lecturer there. She's the one coordinating the student to produce this very device. And let me let you know also, this device is already uploaded by the Perak State government. So the government they are very aware and they are very supportive of this initiative, and they are using it to promote the science and technology in Malaysia, in Perak and in Malaysia altogether. So you can see the TAM also supported our program and MBOD. So, but our Utah CM student or CM department, they prepare the device, which is very good. So joining us also, you will train you to be very innovative. So we are not only about to construct only, but also to inculcate the energy saving capability required for the modern building project. So next slide. Yeah. Okay, every year also our student have opportunity to garner an award from RICS, CROB. Previously, we are still negotiating with them. If you win CLB award or RICS award, it used to be £500. Okay, not ringgit, £500. So if you are with a very good academic activities, you can win 500. You can be lucky. You can be the lucky person to be endowed with the £500. But for now, the award is suspended for the past 1 year. But again, they are still coming back with it. They are trying to do some resolving. So by the time you join us, maybe, or by the time you graduate, you might be the person that will receive the award. So from Queen Elizabeth Award and the RICS Book Prize Award. So if you are lucky, you might be going home with £1,000. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, okay, let me also let you know that we are working very closely with a bachelor degree from business administrations, so that we want to produce a double degree program. We are still working on this, so it's still at the incubation stage. So we want to see how, currently we want to reduce the program duration to, let's say, less than 5 years, so that to make it more attractive to students. So if you graduate from CM, you can also take some courses from the BA, then you can have a double degree program. So with 1 or 2 years addition here to stay in Utah. So this is the end of my presentation. If you have any question, please let me know or let us know from the department. We are willing to answer all your questions. Thank you, the organizer.
Okay, we would like to appreciate the time and info sharing by our speakers today, especially Dr. Quan is halfway traveling and because due to this outstation. So, and we also apologize for the internet connection issue just now. So thank you to our speakers, Dr. Quan and Dr. Olan, who shared this amazing information with us. That's awesome. So now we move on to our Q&A session. Just a reminder to our friends here, please raise your question in the Q&A button. Due to the limited time, we are only able to pick some questions to answer. So here we go for the Q&A session. So our attendee here can actually just raise your question at a Q&A button. Okay. Any question from the floor? We are open for our friends here to interact with our speakers. Okay, any question? So while waiting for the question, maybe I have a question to ask our speakers, see whether Dr. Olan or Dr. Quan can answer us. I think most of the can be say frequently asked question that our inquirer usually will ask, what is the preferable salary range as a fresh graduate? Okay, fresh graduate who work in CM field, construction field. So I think this is what our student concerned about at the moment.
Okay,
Jeffrey, I can answer. So,
answer.
Sorry, Dr. Olan, let me answer first. Okay. So I can say, a lot of them expected the economic recessions will be. Most of them cannot get a very good job, isn't it? So actually, I did recommend some students to my friend's company, and their starting pay is 2008. Right? And company will provide accommodation.
Sorry, Dr. Quan, we can't hear you clearly. Yeah,
sorry,
Dr. Quan, we can't hear you clearly. Yes, that's okay now. Dr. Quan? Maybe Dr. Olan, can you share some info to us regarding this question? I think some internet problem issue from Dr. Quan there.
Yeah, based on, I think we have the same experience with him. Based on the feedback from students, their salary rate started like around 3,000. Those working in Malaysia, but those working outside Malaysia, their salary is more when you convert. But back home is about 3,000, based on what I know. And the company will also provide some of them with accommodation and even transport. Some of them.
Okay, thanks for your answer, Dr. Olan and Dr. Quan. So I think there is no question from the floor. I think come with the second question. Any chances for students to take part in construction management research project in Utah, which collaborate with industry, like the undergraduate research scheme that maybe they can learn beyond the class?
Yeah, correct. That's why, as I mentioned to you, while I was doing my presentation, we have a lot of industrial collaboration. So our student can work with the industry anywhere they want. Like, for example, some of us have grants which involve working with the industry. So this is a normal thing which our students are doing, depending on their interest.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Olan. So another simple question to ask. I think most of our students with concern about this. What is the challenging and best part when students choose to study construction management program? And second question, and also a condition to register as a professional in construction management field, like RICS, like maybe BQSM, like CIOB. Is there any a pathway or condition to register under this professional?
Yeah, I do understand the question, but your second question, yes. For the second question, you can easily join CLB and RSCI just like any other professional body by writing their professional examination. But since Utah is already, since our CM program is already accredited by this body, so the numbers of exams you will write is very less compared to if your program is not accredited. The exact numbers of paper you need to write is also not very fit, depend also on the person experience. For example, do you want to do it in your year one, or maybe you are writing the exam after 2 years working? So your working experience and the accreditation of the university will really matters. So, but for sure, guarantee, a Utah student will have lesser courses or lesser time to complete the professional examination because our program is accredited by the professional bodies.
Okay, thank you for your answer and sharing, Dr. Alan. So I think there is no question from the floor at the moment.
Yeah, your first question is what again?
Our first question is actually, what is the challenging and best part when students choose to study construction management program in Utah? Yeah.
I don't see challenges there. The challenge, I don't really understand. I don't really know what you mean by challenges, but as I do know, there is no any challenges if you study CM at Utah, because all the lecturers are graduate within the stipulated 3 years for the full time, as I mentioned, and for 5 years for the part time. So sometimes maybe the student personal issue, which we cannot really go in. But from the department, we don't have any issue. The department will make sure the student graduate on time. That's 3 years for the full-time program. We will support the student.
Okay, that's great. So we see the answer from Dr. Quan also, no challenge at all. So yeah, I believe that a student might have confidence after listen and attend the webinar, and then the valuable info sharing by Dr. Olan. So
yeah,
no
please, they should let the department know if they got any problem. We are ready. Some of them also share their personal problem with us, which we to solve. But of course, many of them will not. But for challenges, we don't have any challenges. We will support them. We make sure they graduate on time. They're our friend. Without them, we cannot remain. So we need to work with them. But it's only when they don't tell us their problem, there's no way we can know. Some of them we not tell. Then this one, if we don't tell, there's much less we can do. But generally, with no any challenges at all, we make sure students graduate on time.
That's great. So thank you, Dr. Ola. So come with the summary and last question also. Actually, Dr. Olan or Dr. Quan, what is your advice to our potential student here if he or she is going to take up construction management program in Utah?
You mean advice?
Yes, to our potential student.
Yeah,
here.
the number one advice is for the student commitments. If the student is committed, then we have no issue. If you don't have knowledge, it's okay. But if you are committed, then easy. So it is the most problem is issue of commitments. So if we are committed, we are ready to support the student, to motivate them to do their work on time. So as my understanding is the student commitment. From the faculty, the department, no issue at all.
Okay.
So once the student is committed, he has passion for the course, then the sky is not even the limit. It can go anywhere, can fly, can even graduate on time, can get scholarship, can do some activity. Actually, we are not really saying students should do only reading. We also expose them also to industrial activities. So it's the student interest and commitment that is the most important thing from my side.
Thank you. So thank you to our speaker today who shared this valuable info with us. We are about to end the webinar session now. As we mentioned earlier, Utah do offer engineering and green technology programs. And I will give you all a quick look with some of our Utah info here. So as you all can see from the slide, and this is the award-winning Kampa campus in Perak. So this is 170 km from KL City. And we have branch at Sungai Long campus in Kajang, Selangor. So it's nearby to our KL City, just 24 km from KL. And this is the area view for this Utah Kampa campus on 1,300 acre piece of land. So this is a very beautiful campus, as you all can see here. So I believe you would enjoy if you spend your time to study at our beautiful and nice campus here. So this is our Tun Dr. Ling Leong Sek Hall. Okay, for your information, we have 2 batch of students graduate from this hall every year. So maybe 2 to 3K students, okay, graduate for 1 batch, okay, from this hall. Okay, this is our branch, Utah Sungai Long campus. Okay, and our campus is actually rich with biodiversity. So you can, as I mentioned, you can enjoy your study life here with a very nice and great environment here. And the facilities, all the complete facilities we have, and students are able to access from time to time, okay, for their practical class or tutorial class, okay, you can learn a lot. And we have a nursing lab, and as you all can see, we have a broadcasting studio, okay. So for your information, this is the info that Utah offer the programs. Okay, we have 119 academic programs and 4 foundation programs, 72 bachelor programs, and 31 master program, and 12 PhD program. Okay, let's move on to the areas of studies. Okay, we just simply highlight here. We have a business field, okay, art program, okay, engineering program, IT program, sciences program, okay. So just emphasis of this FEGD program, okay, Faculty of Engineering, okay, Technology and Built Environment. So you can see we have construction management program, electronic system, industrial management, okay, environmental, occupational safety and health program, electronic engineering, environmental engineering, industrial engineering, petrochemical engineering. All these FEGD programs we offer at Kampa campus. Okay, so as the slide we can see, the professional recognition we would like to highlight to you. A part of construction management actually recognized by RICS, okay, and CIOB. I would like to highlight this as Malaysia is a signatory of the Washington Accord. Okay, Utah engineering degrees are recognized by each signatory as being substantially equivalent to accredited or recognized qualification within its own jurisdiction. So the other signatories of the Washington Accord includes the country such as Australia, Canada, China, Chinese Taipei, Hong Kong, China, India, Ireland, Japan, Korea, and the country or so on. Okay. So this is the latest Utah ranking and awards. Okay, as you all can see. And I'm not going to read one by one. As you all can see, our World University ranking in 2021 is 501 to 600. So take note with the Asia University ranking in 2020 is 119. Okay, so we actually have a tier 5 result, excellent result in T Setara for engineering. Okay, and for our employability rankings, for this QS graduate employability rankings in 2020 is 251 to 300. Okay. So this is the info I would like to share with our friends here. We have the upcoming webinar, okay, live webinar Utah alumni sharing, which are sharing by our Utah alumni. He's actually graduate from Institute of Chinese Studies. And Mr. Chai Chong Jing, a principal of Patukawa Minlit Secondary School from Kuching. So he will share this, sharing session next week, okay, 29th of September in Mandarin session. So from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Okay. For additional info for you, if let's say you would like to access or would like to know more about our Utah program, you can log on to our website www.utah.edu.my, or for program info, study.utah.edu.my or /CN for Chinese version. So for the info you would like to update from us from time to time, you can log on to Utah for You or UtahNet, or even add us at WeChat account, UtahNet, or maybe you can call us at 016-2233-557 for course inquiry. And if you feel comfortable, you can email us at enquiry@utah.edu.my. Okay, our education advisor from Division of Program Promotion will answer your question. Okay, so once again, we thanks our speaker, spend their time to share the valuable info with our friends here, and see you again. Thank you.